Hi everyone! Mother's Day is coming up, so to celebrate your special person, you can make this for them. And if you're not allowed to cook on the oven, don't worry because all of this stuff that I'm making can be made also in the microwave. So we're making French toast, and it's gonna be cut out with the letters that says mom with a heart. And I'll be cooking it on a pan with some butter. So if you're allowed to cook, you can do that just like in the video. It looks like I'm cutting the bread really fast just because I had to speed up the video so it wasn't too long. But just be careful when you're cutting and take your time. You can even use scissors. And don't worry about making the counter messy because when you're cooking it gets a little messy, but you just clean up when you're done. Now I'm gonna cut some butter to melt in the pan. You can skip that step if you're gonna make this in the microwave. And next we're gonna make our egg mixture that we put the letters of bread in. So we have to have egg and cinnamon and milk. And when I did this video, 2 eggs was actually too much, so you could just use 1. And the next step is you're going to mix this up really good and try to just press with your fork any little lumps of cinnamon. Now, if your letters kind of crack when you're dipping it in, don't worry because you can just put it back, you can shape it back into the place when it's done cooking. So you dip each side really quick so the bread doesn't get too soggy. And if you're cooking in the pan, just go ahead and put it in there like this. And if you're making it in the microwave it on a microwave safe plate for 1 minute. And I had a letter M there and it got broken, so I just put it back. The little leg that fell off, it was okay. And this is what the professionals do. You gotta wipe your plate down of all the little spots so it looks really nice and clean. And if you made this in the microwave, you'll probably want to put your French toast on a different plate so it'll look really nice and clean. And to be fancy, we're putting the butter and the syrup in a tiny little cups. And next, you can take a fruit, one of your mom's favorite fruits. And this is a fancy way to cut it. You just cut it a little diagonal, and later you could pull it apart and it looks really pretty. You just make this pattern, this little zigzag pattern all the way around, and then give it a little pull and it looks really pretty. Now we have to put something with the breakfast for your mom to drink. You can give her juice or coffee or hot cocoa. I'm using the coffee pot, but if you're not allowed to use that, you can actually put a cup of water in the microwave and stir in hot cocoa powder or 1 spoon of instant coffee powder. And on the coffee pot, I'm filling it with the water to the number 2. And next we write a letter so your mom can read it while she's eating her breakfast. And you want to find the nicest cup in your house to serve your mom's drink, to make everything on the tray look really pretty. And if you give her coffee, you'll probably want to give her a little cream to pour inside, or milk. And then you have to wrap up the fork and knife and spoon in a paper towel or in a cloth napkin, and you can put a rubber band around it or tie a ribbon to keep it in place. This way it looks like she's at a restaurant. If you don't have a serving tray, you can just use a big Tupperware lid. This will work great too. But it's just a little wobbly, so be really careful when you carry the tray. Especially so the drinks don't spill. And now you put everything on there, and even a flower if you have one that you can cut. And if you don't have a flower that you can cut fresh to put on the tray, just give a fake flower that's laying around the house. Oh, my mom likes the food that I made her. Look at my little mom. She's so sweet. She does so much cleaning and cooking and taking care of us. Let me go get that breakfast. Mom, wake up! It's your special day. Happy Mother's Day! I made you breakfast in bed.
Thank you.
Well, Mom, there's your breakfast in bed. What do you think, Mom?
Okay. It looks beautiful.
And don't worry about anything. After you eat, you can just keep relaxing and I'll go ahead and do the dishes. Happy Mother's Day!
Thank you.
Not drinking your coffee.
I like the more cream. I'm gonna need a bigger cup.